Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Let me just change something real quick. I don't like the thumbnail. I just actually took a look at it and I realized that the lighting in it was kind of bad. So I'm changing it real quick to a better picture. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. There we go. That looks a lot better. Export. I have so many thumbnails in my Jurassic World Evolution 2 directory on my computer. So it takes forever for it to actually like pull it up in my Windows. Okay. Out of that. Back to YouTube real quick. Let me change the thumbnail. There we go. Perfect. Just make sure the game is set. Okay. All right. Let's get into this. Let's switch. Okay. So we are doing our Jurassic World Belgium. I think we might. I said this last. I didn't do that. I said this last stream, but I think we might be able to finish um the actual like layout of the park. So as you guys can see, the top area is pretty much completed. We did this lagoon area last stream. Let me just unpause it. We did this lagoon area last stream, and we have nice zip line that goes over the lagoon. Never really used zip lines in this game, to be honest, so it was nice to actually use this before Evolution 3 comes out. But we had to take into consideration the height of the zip line because it looks kind of weird if it was just to level with the other side, because this side would be at this like height, but this like I don't know, the way up would be really annoyingly long and it just wouldn't look nice. Um, but that's the reason why I don't really use zip lines, but I had to take that into consideration while making this, so I had to make a little bit of a mountain. But we also made an area for our Ceratosaurus, and the only other thing we really have to do for this build for it to be completed is the Mosasaur area. Which is going to be down here, but it's just going to be a lot more than just a lagoon. Obviously, we have an entire beach to play with, and we have a hatchery right here that we could honestly make another kind of large scale enclosure similar to what we have back here for our stegos and I forgot what else is the iguanodons. Yes, something like around that. Let me just fix this. I don't like how this looks. This is unmodded as well, so we're not doing anything special with terrain tools or anything like that. Do we not have a dirt that's a little bit darker? Yeah. All right. So how are we gonna do this? Is this the final shape that we want for our lagoon? We're going to want to put down a viewing gallery. Is this going to bring up the terrain? It is. Okay. When I placed this down originally, the plan was to have something like this, but I avoided trying to do that up here, right here, because I could have easily put a viewing gallery right here and have this be good. But I didn't like how that looked. So I think I'm going to avoid doing that down here too. Here. We could always put something right here. Remove this one, but I don't want something too generic. I don't want it to look. Oh, it's a mosasaur as well, so it has to be a little bit different. Yes, 10 days until Jurassic World Evolution 3. Hi, Astra. Sorry, I had my phone was charging in front of the chat. Sorry about that. Mm-hmm. 10 days. I can't believe it. I'm going to be up, and we already have some content creators actually recording on it, so you know, it's fun. It's actually about time that, you know, the game's gonna be out. So I remember being like, damn, it's already been 3 months, and then now it's like, you know, damn, it's already been what, June? Was it June when they released or they announced it? Or July? June? I think it was June. Yeah, so time goes by fast. I think I want to do some sort of cliff in the back right here. We're gonna avoid doing it right here. I still have to play Prehistoric Kingdom before Jurassic World Evolution 3 comes out because I feel like with the games with the modular building, I I always do one game at a time with those, like when I play on my own. So like if I'm playing like Planet Coaster, I take like a 3 month break from Planet Zoo or Prehistoric Kingdom or you know whatever. So I think I'm going to have to play Prehistoric Kingdom before Evolution 3 comes out. Um, because my brain can't take it when it comes to different controls. That's how it was with game was it Civ, Civ 6 and Humankind. Uh it's just the controls are different. And same thing with the Sims. Uh the Sims and Enzo. It feels nice. I just hope that it's not going to be set as like um I'm gonna try to put this in a way that it doesn't sound like in a logical standpoint, because that's I'm thinking about sorry, hold on, let me think. I like it. Okay. I really like it. I just hope that the feeds for them aren't just constructed based off of like a data set that is similar to each other. So it's random to the point. I just hope that it's not random to the point of what they set the boundaries to be. I don't know if that made any sense, but uh think of it like as like if you're trying to like create um like a chat bot or something, right? And you want it for one specific like use. So like say you want it for, I don't know, helping you build parks in Evolution or whatever. So you have all the stuff that you put into that, like, oh, you know, like the stuff about this game. and then you ask it something else, like something completely random, not about the game, something about, I don't know, like a different game or something, and it tells you information about Evolution instead of the game that you're like asking about. Something like that. I hope it's not to that point where it's just so like the boundaries of the randomization of the islands isn't set to follow like 50 different like rebuilt things, and I hope that it's more like how JPOG was, where it's just like actually completely random, because I can see an easy uh like an easy out to like randomization of islands, and I hope they didn't take the easy way out on that. Okay. This, I think we want this to be down more. I've never really worked on this beach because it's always a different level, and I never really did any terrain formations. Oh, I also hope that the that eventually they make the areas on the random islands like completely like editable, like how JPOG was, obviously. Where you can edit like the water area, like with the land, because I don't know how the monorail would look, because they said that they can place connect the islands on the random islands with the monorail. I don't know how that would look because of how monorails work in the game now, and I'm pretty sure that they haven't changed how monorails work in Evolution 3. I'm not sure. Um but I don't know how that would look. I also don't like monorails. I'm a big monorail hater in this game. Anyways. Yeah, they said I really hope they bring back some of the Evolution maps. I know they said something about maps from the entire franchise, but I really do miss like not like some of like the actual campaign maps of Evolution 1. I hate the Nublar, not Nublar, the Sorna DLC one from Evolution 1. I really hope coastline editing is, yeah, a part of that eventually. I know it's not going to be there on launch, but eventually I hope. But I hope it's. I don't want them to have to edit the entire game again, make a fourth one, because it really looks like they're trying to make it a game that has an actual like decent quality of life, but it's again a franchise uh game based off of Universal's things, so Universal might just be completely annoying with it, because I know they have a say in like a decent amount. Hi, hello. Hi, hello. Hi, hello. Hi, Fossil Hunter. Yeah, they would be. Okay. So we've kind of done a decent amount of terrain work here. Now let's see it all go to trash because of terrain constraints. I've been good. How have you been? I think is this good enough? Yeah, I think this is good enough. I don't know how I feel about having something right here. But at the same time, what else am I going to put behind here? Oh, wait, I actually have an idea of what I can put behind here. Do I want to flatten this or do I want to... Hold on. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Let's bring this back in a little bit more. Okay. I might start up my Twitch again. I don't know how I feel about that. I might start up the Twitch to do my random streams on it. And just keep this purely evolution probably, or not evolution, but purely dinosaur based content. I go back and forth between deciding what I want to do with this channel. Mm-hmm. They have the chance to actually make it that, or they have the chance of like what they do with Jurassic World the game, where they add different dinosaurs over time. And I hope they do that. That's something that I've been saying since the first game. They like have the ability to, like, if they actually made a solid game, like how Evolution 3 is like, you know, turning out. I hope they do add dinosaurs over time. But if they already have their minds set on you know, making another game after Evolution 3, then it's not even like worth even thinking about, because it's going to have the same like cause and effect issues of, oh, why are we you know, buying this dinosaur again with the DLC? But I hope, I feel like they can just do a lot. There's a lot of species out there. It's just they're not, I don't know, they're not adding them. And I understand, like, I mean, it's the reason is, you know, probably because of what I just said. You know, the game didn't look perfect, you know, taking into consideration all of the other things um in the past with Evolution 1. Because if you take a look at Evolution 3, then look back at Evolution 1, you're like, damn. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. I hope Evolution 3's to the point where they feel comfortable doing something like that. But that would mean a lot more money. That would be a lot more money for them. I mean, good idea, but at the same time, if they feel comfortable making this game, making Evolution 3 like as the main game, like, you know, not make another Evolution game for like a while now, you know, or like give it like some sort of like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. They should add a lot more species over time, but they need the game to be like semi. hmm. I'm just looking at all the. I'm just thinking about all the different things that they can add that's not in the game, or that I don't think that's in Evolution 3. And like, if they add all of those species, you know, they'd have to actually update Evolution 3 for the other changes, like bridges, like like better pathways, like better pathways in the sense of like how it like works with the terrain, like Planet Coaster or something like that. Like what they have in their other games, pretty much. Like if they want to like make the guests, you know, like a guest update or something, you know, they'd have to do it with the game, and I don't know it, if Evolution as a franchise is there yet, because I don't know what engine they specifically. I don't know how their engine works, but I'm just thinking like it's a good idea, but it's also a bad idea. But that's me, you know, 10 times a day. What editing software do I use? I use a Adobe Premiere Pro. Um, I used to use Sony Vegas, but I stopped using that back in I think 2020. Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I don't think they should make another one after this. Like not another one for like, you know, like what you said. 'Cause it just wouldn't make sense if they did. Because, you know, you put all the time into this game and it's like, you know, 5 years later, it's, you know, oh, I made another game that's like the last one. But I hope that's what they were thinking about with Evolution 3 though. Hi Moga. Oh yeah, I haven't been streaming, or like, I haven't been streaming this week. Some stuff has been going down with my teeth. Um like I had really bad tooth pain like 2 days ago. Do I want to put this fence up there? I kind of think I do. I also don't know if I want to have this fence. I feel like up until here is okay. And then we can do some like rock formation so it actually stays. Yeah, because like I understand the update. I understand the upgrade from Evolution 1 to Evolution 2 because they changed their engine a lot for the game. I just don't understand. I just wouldn't understand an Evolution 2, 3 to Evolution 4 game. I feel like because like at that point it's like, is it really like it's more of a cash grab at that point? And it's just like yeah, and I feel like adding the species on over time would be a lot better. I'm not in a marketing or business thing. I'm a developer. I don't. Well, I have to think about marketing. It's annoying, but mm, yeah. Do I want to do Alpine here? No. Do I want to do Mediterranean rocks right here for this? It's surprising I can get this rocks this close to the fence, though. Yes, Simo guys saw that. And the Suchomimus, right, is going to be in the game too. I watched Primitive War. Um yeah, that's all I'm saying. I watched Primitive War. know what I want to do with this. I don't know if I want to extend these rocks all the way throughout here. Because I'm playing an interesting game here right now with these rocks taking up that area right there. How was it? Um, there were good parts. There were bad parts. And not bad parts, but like it was like, um, the story had a moment where I'm uh, like really, really, but other than that, it was okay. I didn't like the ending though. I liked the T-Rex part of it. I didn't like the raptor part of it, especially since there seemed to be more than 100 raptors at the end. Um, very, very. I was like, okay, yeah, no, I'm done. Nah. That's when I was like, okay. I watched it with my friend Zombie. He's been on the channel a couple times. We usually do Minecraft together, Minecraft dinosaurs. That's coming back at some point. I just have been too lazy to work on things on that world. Um, but that's gonna be coming back sometime, some Sunday. Not, obviously not after Evolution 3 comes out. I want to do it next Sunday, but I have no clue if I'm gonna be ready by then. Um, there are some I'm pretty sure you guys don't want the film perspective of it. CGI was good in most parts. I noticed that when this characters actually interacted with the dinosaurs in a way, that's where the CGI was kind of iffy. I can't get the T-Rex bonking out of my head, by the way. Um, as soon as I heard it, I was laughing and it was funny. That's not a negative. It was just funny. As soon as I heard it, zombie. As soon as I heard it, I didn't say anything, but the zombie's like, "What the?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah." I was gonna say something, but I didn't know what to say about it. It was just funny, because it was just, it felt so. It was like the audio was so like clear, and it felt like out of place. It was funny. Um, I buy fossil water. Uh, I enjoyed most of it though. I enjoyed most of it. Uh, I don't really have comments on the beginning. I did like how much blood and guts there were. I also don't want to think about it logically because that's a terrible thing to do when it comes to dinosaur movies. Um, they also said something in the plot that didn't really make sense to me. Um, about I'm not gonna think about it because if the more I think about it, the more I'm gonna like I'm gonna like find something. I don't want to find like I don't want to find something wrong about it. Um, and like actually have a reason, but it just felt there was a plot point where I was just like thought this wasn't a thing, and it has to do with the thing that brought the dinosaurs into the world. I just have a couple of questions, like how long this thing was open for, because okay, interesting. And if it's still open and there's still dinosaurs coming through, um, didn't I thought the reason was to shut off that one instead of the one that he was making again. And at that point, isn't that like a country thing? Like, aren't you just doing that for your side of the war? I thought it was to keep the dinosaurs or fix the issue with the dinosaurs. Because they said that there was 2 reactor thingies. It was a teleporter, but they messed up on the teleporter and somehow went back in time. But the thing is, from the context that they were giving in the movie, it sounded like they were trying to close the teleporter thing that was still open to prehistoric times, because it made it sound like there was more dinosaurs coming through. But the teleporter that they blew up in the end, spoilers by the way, but I don't really know. The teleporter that they blew up in the end, they said that it was the teleporter that the guy was working on, the second teleporter that the guy was working on. The one that he was trying to do the first time, but he messed up on and he abandoned. And so he made another one, and that's the one that he was working on that they blew up. So the dinosaur problem's still happening, but the way that they were saying it in the like movie was that they were trying to blow up the one so the dinosaurs stopped coming through. That's what I got confused on it, because I'm like, wait a second, how are the dinosaurs still coming through? um, so that's just the plot point where I kind of was like, huh. But when I was watching the movie, I didn't really think about it that much because I'm just like, fuck. I just wanted to watch the movie and like, you know, have fun watching the movie. Um, but yeah. I did like the gore of it. I also didn't understand how that guy survived that long with all of his guts, even though they had to do like a 20-minute walk back to the building that was supposed to be the safest building in the valley, but apparently, you know, it's on ground level somehow. Even though she said that it was floors up. So I don't know. That was another issue of mine, but um that's just a script issue, I don't know, plot issue. But the actual dinosaur part, the actual like gore, the action, it was good. I did love the cave thing sequence with all the babies. Um, and I really loved the end for the T-Rexes. I guess I'm just doing this entire cliff with rocks then. This wasn't the plan, but I guess I'm doing this. And I did love the feathers on these guys. Um, Interesting. I can't do that rock. But it does suck that it caught. You can't stream it anywhere. It's not on any streaming services that I can find where I'm from, or you know. So everywhere it's either between $10 and $20, and I was trying to watch it on the TV, but it was like $20. I'm like, damn, okay. I'm not paying $20 for a movie I'm probably gonna watch once. I hardly buy movies as is. Like when it comes to having them on like digital, I'd rather have a copy of them and then have that digital code. Okay, I guess I just might as well do this area too. Shoot. This one's a lot smaller though, so we probably won't have to put that much. did enjoy it though. I enjoyed the brain rot. Uh, if Amoga's still here, mute mute the stream for a second. I did enjoy it a little bit more than Jurassic Park 3. Anyways, how long are we into the stream? 40 minutes? Damn, okay. We have to get to working on the lagoon, or else we're not gonna have a lot of time. I also don't know how, when Evolution 3 comes out, how I'm going to make Jurassic World completely on that 2 days after. Not even 2 days. It'll probably be... I'll probably be working on my Jurassic World remake in Evolution 3. I'll probably be working on it the day it comes out and the day after, because I have it planned to be uploaded on Thursday, 2 days after Evolution 3 comes out. So hopefully yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. It was a nice little watch. I'll watch it again probably at some point. It made it got it got me excited for Deathground though. The game that I uploaded on my channel on Thursday. That game was fun. It was a lot of screaming. My sister's like, I haven't heard you scream like that in a while. I'm like, yeah. It wasn't scary. Deathground wasn't scary. It was just like, it was chaotic. And I'm happy that they're doing so good with the game right now. It's like we went in knowing that there was gonna be bugs with the game, but we didn't really suffer any bugs. Does this mean I have to do rocks all along here too? Right? Am I... How do I make things harder for myself? You know, I was going to originally put... Let me actually show you guys. I was originally going to put these planters, where are they? These planters, like this. But if you catch me doing this on stream for 2 hours, I'd lose my mind. This is something I do and show you guys as soon as the stream starts. I would not do this on stream because that would kill me. Like, kill me. And Evolution 3 is coming out, so that... Evolution 3 might be the end of me. I'm just saying. That's why I plan to do a lot of my... I plan to make a decent amount of videos of me building things, like shops and stuff, and then having them ready for upload for you guys. So I could have like my own I call them prefabs because that's what they pretty much are. It's just buildings you construct. I'd use my own prefabs that I made, so I don't have to make like a lot more when the time comes. So you know, if I'm making Jurassic World and I'm using one of the prefabs, I can be like, hey, you guys should watch this video. Boom, the video is showing me how I made this amenity shop or whatever, you know? That's the plan with Evolution 3, by the way. I plan to do a lot of different types of videos, not just specifically park builds. I plan to do a lot of just building builds and building builds. That sounds stupid. I plan to do a lot of like the videos of me building. you know? God, yeah. I'm just so happy with the amount of stuff they're giving us for free with the game. Like this amount of building materials and stuff. They're giving us everything that the game already has in the actual like files pretty much for free. Um the building sets, right? So like the different eras, right? So I'm like, if you take a look at this, they'd probably end up giving us these fences, right? Obviously this is a bad area to do it. To think about this, they'd give us like the concrete wall or like pillars, some metal pieces, right? Probably some handlebars. I don't know. Um, but everything that's in the game on launch, uh, mostly they're giving us the parts with it that we can actually make our own buildings with them. So all the parts are dynamic, if it looks like, and it's just a lot of materials where you take into consideration their other games like oh, that's it. Constructing, yeah, constructing. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. But if you take into the games like Planet Zoo or Planet Coaster, specifically more Planet Coaster because it has like a lot more themes, um, you have to pay extra for some of these things. Like for a lot of those things. You can't really, I'll be honest with you, I don't know how how they would make the theming in Evolution 3 different. You can kind of see it with the Montana pack that they're giving out. Is it the pre-order or is it the deluxe? Something like one of those two. They're giving it for in one of those things. They're making a building set collection for the Montana one, Clark County or whatever. Um, I wonder how they're gonna do that as the game progresses, because that would mean that they need more regions, and if they have more regions or different themes, they have to actually start adding more things to the game. So, or not, or they just randomly say, you know, you guys want Greek? You guys want Greek? You guys want a Greek theme? There, have it, you know? You guys want an African theme? There, have it. Like, they could either do that, or they could either do that plus more maps or something like that. I feel like if they give us a theme, they'd have to give us a reason to use that theme in a specific way. Because I don't see, unless they want us to be absolutely creative, like creative with it, like with those, you know, like their other games. You know, where you do like a theme for different, that's the nice thing about building games, management games is you can do everything that you want. And this was something this was something stupid, by the way, in like one of my first videos in Evolution 2. Someone said I did a DFW New York map, right? New York State map. And I used the Washington one. Washington? Yeah, I used the Washington map. And someone got on my case about using the Washington map and saying, well, it's not actually New York. I'm like, yeah, no duh. They don't have a New York map in the game. It's called using your imagination. And this was back in the time where I'd actually respond to comments like that very like aggressively. Now it's just like I read it, and if there's a specific comment that I'm like, what? I take it to my friends. I'm like, you understand? I'm like, what? Um, right now it's the why is it unmodded? Why is it modded ones? Like you guys, you know, like it goes back and forth, and I'm just like, bruh, you can't make anyone happy, which is, you know, the point. Like I'm not trying to specifically to make anyone happy unless I'm asked specifically a decent amount of times by a lot more than one person, you know. Like if they want to see it unmodded, you know, that means okay, a lot more people want to see it unmodded, not just one person or two people. I will say for Evolution 3 though, I will not be doing modded for at least 3 years. Kind of like what I did for this game, even though one of my, I think my Jurassic Park build, my first Jurassic Park build in Evolution 2, it was modded. Um, I think I tried to use mods in the beginning. People hated it. Like absolutely everyone hated it. Um, which is why I switched back to unmodded, and then people wanted me to use mods, and then people started not liking me using mods. I'm like, back then it used to be really annoying to switch between unmodded and modded. Now it's so easy because of Nexus mods, their Vortex launcher. It creates different file or profiles. Um, yeah. Right. Here we have me complaining. This is just me complaining stream, by the way. Apparently. um, but here we have almost completed this area. All it took was almost an hour. Okay. Here, what we can do is let's bring this out a little bit more, but we're going to put our trees down right here. We're also going to put trees down a little bit closer to the edge here. Okay. Let's see what we can do with our paint. Okay, I'm going to put trees down right here, but we're going to also remove some of them because this is still a beach area. We want to create pockets of trees, not just have one big row. Something like that would work. And then we can do trees. Let's do trees all back here at first, and then I think we want to remove the middle. And then let's work with putting trees over here. All right. And then let's see. Can we put a viewing gallery here? How far can this go? Nice. Okay. Cool. This isn't gonna go here. I just wanted to know that we can put this all the way over here. Hi, hi, nothing. Okay, and then right here, what we can do is we can put a lagoon viewing gallery right there. We can do another one right here. Okay. I don't think we are going to need this. I mean, we could still add it, obviously. Let's do that. Let me drink water real quick. Ooh. I'm good. How are you? I just spent the first hour of the stream putting down rocks. Putting down all these rocks. I mean, it looks very nice. Also, guys, I Where the hell did it go? Is it over here? Where is it? Hello? Wait, where'd it go? Here it is. I got a controller. I got an Xbox controller, right? So I can do this. So I can actually do some stuff for my videos. Um, like actually make nice cinematic videos, right? And like actually have a speed slider and have what's it called? Have smooth turns, you know? So I've been playing with this a decent amount, and I can actually start getting into my cinematic era again because I love doing cinematics. It's just very annoying with keyboard and mouse because if you guys notice my cinematics, they're usually just all like this. Either straight, going like this, going up, going down. Let me take off the controller. Yeah, it's been a long time though that I've been trying to do that, or I've been thinking about getting a controller. And with Evolution 3 coming out, I just thought, maybe this is the perfect time to get the controller. Um, upgrade my setup a little bit. But yeah, I need more rocks. I did I do a rocks over here? I didn't do rocks over here. I did a bit, but I used the temperate rocks right here. I use the Mediterranean rocks down here because it's, the beach and you have a lot more of the coastal rocks, more like the terrain. I wish I could put rocks up here because I would definitely put rocks all along this because I'm crazy. But yeah, let's make this go out a bit more. I did want to do another area right here. Now I might have to. This was built before I placed any of this down, so I'm thinking we make this go all the way down here, like so. So we just changed that pathway. Yeah, we were talking about it, and I'm excited for it. I have some reservations about it. I'm hoping that they don't make it too like I hope that the randomization of it is pure random and not based off of like similar seeds because they still need something to base it off of unless it's completely random, like completely random. Um, but I'm hoping that that's not the case. I'm hoping it's like JPOG where it's just adding the items to the map. Uh, yeah, I'm excited for it. It gives so much playability to the game. That's the big upgrade, by the way, that I'm seeing between Evolution 2 and Evolution 3. The No, I actually haven't seen the skins. I need to take a look at those. I uh I love the vehicles in the games, so I have to take a look at those. Oh wait, where I went in this because I wanted to see where this edge was. So what we do here is we bring this out this way. Let's smooth this out actually right here. I remember in Evolution 1 where they had the option to change the helicopter skins, but they had no helicopter skins in the game. So it was just like, what? Can't wait. Almost a week, guys. Almost a week. 10 days. 10 days. Oh god. I'm gonna be streaming that day, by the way. Um, I'm gonna be streaming on Tuesday. I know it's gonna be a school day for a lot of people. Um, but I'll be streaming from 7 a.m. Probably like 7:15 maybe. Um, but 7 a.m. at least until noon because I have to actually record a video on it. Because if I don't record a video on uh I don't know. Um I'm gonna be doing a Jurassic World remake. A remake. Making Jurassic World. I'm gonna be doing one of those. Um like the Thursday that it comes out. So I'm trying to think about this. I don't if I don't finish it in that one like in those 2 days, I'll just make it a parter. I'll make it 2 parts or something. But it's currently planned for 1 part. Um but if I don't do it then, welcome back. If I don't do it then, I'll probably just I mean I still have to edit. Yeah. It'll probably be like a 5 or 6 hour stream when Evolution 3 comes out. And then I'll be streaming like I'll be streaming all week. I'll be honest with you guys. Um when Evolution 3 comes out. But I needed to know where I want to place this pathway. This works. All the vehicle skins on Jurassic World Evolution 3 from okay. Let me copy that. Copied it. Look at it. Right. Astro. I finally finished the rock wall, and so now I'm working on the amenity area. I think I should just be able to look for it. I should be good. Um, yeah. I yeah, that's why I'm like, do I really want to be streaming when this game comes out? Because I know a lot of people won't be watching. But at the same time, it's still like the game like it's either I play the game, right? Record this campaign, upload the campaign like later on in the day, or I just stream the campaign and have the entire campaign in the video. So I don't When Evolution 2 came out, I recorded the entire campaign part by part, uploaded them all on the day it came out, which was bad for views. But at the same time, I said, screw this, I don't care. And at the time, I also only had like less than 1,000 subscribers, so it didn't really matter. Which is also why I'm trying to plan a lot more with when Evolution 3 comes out for this channel, which I only have like almost a little over a week to plan it, because I still haven't finished the script for my End of Evolution 2 thing, because there's supposed to be 2 videos that come out with that, and I still haven't finished the script for either one of those things. So I'm procrastinating, and knowing me, I'm going to procrastinate until the time where my friends can't actually do the voice lines, and I'm going to be like, wow, damn. So when you get your phone, you're thank you, thank you. Colored paths, yes. I have no idea what I'd be using the different colored paths for, but okay, me being the type of brain that I am, I'd possibly make it that the colored paths, I'd probably end up making them a brown color, knowing exactly how I am. I love earthy colors. So um I take it from one brown to another brown pretty much. That's what this is. Constructed by this. Oh, perfect. I can fit all of them here. Oh, that's perfect. But it's funny. I was just talking about this last night. I'm a very like logical person, right? Like I like to think logically about things, and while when it comes to a development point of view, I like working on how things work rather than how I'm implementing things. So in web development, there's a front end and a back end. I like working on the back end because I have nothing to do with decorating, designing, whatever, right? But my internship that I've been doing for the past 2 years or past year and a half, I've been front end, so I've been having to deal with designing, having to deal with making everything pop out on the screen, animating things on the screen, and which is something that, again, my type of brain doesn't really do normally. And so it's like the same thing with this, right? If you compare this park, specifically this park, if you compare this park with all the decorations, with all the just randomness of like how everything's placed, it doesn't really go with the type of like brain I am, because it took me so long to get used to decorating in this game. Literally like only a few months ago, that's when I actually got the hang of it. Um Honestly, yeah, when Evolution 3 was announced, that's when I was like, okay, I have to actually start thinking about this in a creative mindset. And well, yeah, that's what I've been doing since. But yeah, same. It's just so, yeah, I have to change this because this is screwed up somehow. Uh so when it comes to paths, I have no clue. Oh, I literally can't put anything here. Oh, can I get around this? Actually, hold on. I might be able to get around this. I love this. I love messing with the system. Oh, perfect. Let's change this a bit more. But yeah, I that's why I'm kind of scared to also do the modular building on videos on stream, because I don't know how well I'd have to do what like what you said, plan it and actually kind of mentally or at least physically draw something. Um, because doing it off the top of my head, like how I usually do with all of these videos, um, it's not gonna look pretty. It's gonna be a lot of let's place this, and I don't like this, so I'm gonna delete the thing I just placed, and I'm gonna do it 10 times over. So at that point, it's just like if I'm streaming it, then I'm kind of screwed. But if I'm recording it, you guys are gonna see a large cut, and it's going to look like in the game. Like I like to play here. These are my actual settings for the environment. I like to play on 24 hours with the daylight cycle, right? So it's gonna be sunset, right? You can tell how long I've been playing with the 24 hours on this. Yes, exactly. That's yeah. So I've been playing Prehistoric Kingdom. I've been playing Planet Coaster, trying to learn building mechanics just for Jurassic World Evolution 3. I know it might be different about how they um the controls are, or like how things are placed. I will say Jurassic World Evolution 3 looks a lot easier controls wise than Planet Coaster or Planet Zoo. Prehistoric Kingdom's pretty simple um, when it comes to their controls, but at the same time, that's again completely based on the type of like player you are as well. But yeah, and yeah, like I've been working on a Prehistoric Kingdom world a little bit. Um, yeah, still trying to learn evolution or trying to learn for it, like having the mindset. That's what I mean. Trying to have that mindset. Uh, and so that world, it's looking kind of okay. I want to not use the presets as much because I feel like it will be a little bit um I feel like I don't know, I feel like I don't want to use the presets as much, but when it comes to like stuff like the campaign, um I'm not going to be at first, like the first few streams of me playing the campaign, I won't be I won't be like building things right off the bat because again, it's the campaign and I don't want to spend 2 hours working on one shop for you guys. And I'd rather do an entirely separate video of that and then use that wherever I want. Um, but I'd play the campaign, play it like how it is, and then eventually try making a building. And then and like, oh yeah, by the way, guys, that's kind of what I did with our what is it? The rebirth build. Um, one day I was like, oh, you know what? I should probably try to make an actual building, and it ended up looking good. It is easier once you get the hang of it. I need to start building again. That is true. That is true. Although I am playing the campaign. I can't really do that either. I am playing the campaign right when the game releases. So you should post in my Discord how that like looks, how that turns out. Because like God. If someone gave me a good idea, I'll actually play it right here. Who is it? It hides their name on Discord, so I can't actually. Leave me alone. I'm gonna call you Can. Can on our Discord uh suggested that we should do a building competition or a competition when Evolution 3 releases. So maybe I'll do that because that actually sounds like a very good idea and sounds very fun. I don't really have anything to give out because I'm broke. And I was going to do a giveaway of Evolution 3, but what's the point of doing a giveaway for Evolution 3 if we're doing a building thing for Evolution 3? And also, again, I am broke. So maybe that's what I'll do though. I'll probably do a giveaway sometime this year before the year ends. Because I do want to give back to you guys, even though what's it called? The competition wouldn't really make sense. I'll do something else though, like an actual like. I'll do something else for that. I don't know what I'd do if I'd. I don't know what I'd. Yeah, I don't know what I'd do for a like prize. I've never done giveaways before, so I'd have to think about that. This part is annoying. I just have to do this apparently. Why do you not use Hyperloop so you get more space for the enclosures? I don't know. I kind of wanted a pathway look. Because going all the way down here, what we're going to do here is we're going to be putting like something like this right here. Like we're creating like little pockets. I think that's what we're going to be doing with that. At least for right here. I also can't wait to like manually make viewing galleries as well. Because these ones are kind of boring. Same thing with the Lagoon ones. I really don't like some of the prefabs in this game. I miss my Jurassic World Evolution buildings, so I'm gonna remake those at some point. Try and see if you can put the black bases together so you're Caffrey. I would think so. I'm gonna try to make the entire main street of Jurassic World be one thing. It might have to do some weird pathing for it though. So I don't know. I'm talking about the thin paths. Oh, like these? I don't know. I just kind of liked how, they branch out that way. And I kind of didn't really want to. I wanted it to like have like a working facility feel. I feel like the only reason why I use the BIOS and things is to like cheat my way through it. Um, and I feel like I was doing that a lot, to be honest, with most of my builds. I would just use the BIOS in ones just to get around some restrictions, and I just thought, I also was trying to not use BIOS and stuff in this build. I wish we had more, what's it called, buildings. I wonder if they're going to bring the Hyperloop back, though. Because if they make it that you can actually make a station for the Hyperloop, that would be cool. Does this have the BIOS logo? Yeah, it does. Is this one? I'm assuming this one does, because this is the main facility. Does it not? Oh, it does. Um, I don't know. I wonder if they're bringing that back. I actually have not looked at anything about that, so I have no clue. This whole area right here. Let's bring this down. Like the dinosaurs make their own nests. Is that what you mean? I think we take this terrain up to here and then have it just go into the trees where it slopes down, and then have this pathway bring it down right here, right after the facility path. And right here. Just hide this a bit more. Something I did miss though in this game or in this game compared to compared to Evolution 1. They also kind of did bring it back a little bit. Um so in this game they used it as like the cargo ship in the Malta campaign where you can just store the dinosaurs there and just transfer them from off-site. I wish they had that for this game more specifically. Um I hope they do that more specifically. I wish they did that more specifically in this game. They had it in the first game where was it also the campaign or was it something else? Where you could make it, no, I think it was the campaign where you set up like this Sorna facility for the Return to Jurassic Park DLC in the first game. You set up the Sorna facility and then bring the dinosaurs over. I wish they had something more like that, at least, Um, that is true. I don't know about 1-to-1 because of how small the maps probably will still be. Um, but you can pretty much get there, I think, right? I feel like there's a lot more of an opportunity now, in Evolution 3. But definitely. I do not like this though. I will be moving this. I can't move this because there's defenses. Yeah, that. Nope, that is the wrong arrow. That's a lot better. Okay, and then we're gonna pretty much make the same weird oblong shape here. Yeah, I do hope they give us a decently large map that's tropical. Unless we can do it completely on the random island, but I don't know what the sizing, like the max sizing that is, what it's gonna be like. And I'm probably gonna spend like an hour in the generator if it's actually completely randomization. Um, I do hope they do that. But I think they'll give us a Nublar map. I know they haven't shown it. It is funny. They gave us a Hawaii map. um, um, but I do hope I think they'll give us a Nublar map. Unless they really just are doubling down on the fact that it's completely gone. Oh, that's why I removed it. I can't place any more trees there. Okay, that looks good and that looks good. Down here though, oh shoot. Wait a second. I want to remove this because I wanted to place down more hotels up here. How am I gonna do this? Um True. Is that going down? It is going down. Why is it going down? Okay. Here, we're not going to do a lot of them. We're just going to do, I think, 2. I also really hate how the hotels look in this game. I didn't like the change of the hotels um between this game and the first game. They just it's just the smaller version of the large one. It's not like they didn't really change much on it. Yeah. here what we can do is exactly. True. It's nice because it gives people a lot more to like do and add. And that again, it's another like playability thing. It adds a lot more playability to the game, so it's really nice that they're doing stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah, I am 100% agree with that. After a while, you get tired of the same buildings. And so evolution is going to be so nice. And I do like how they're giving us more rocks to deal with though as well, because I'm kind of really sick of only 5 rocks. Um, even though they added like the what's it called? Well, you can't do it with the random rocks for some reason. But although you can, do this and stuff, but it's still the same rock, and half the time the angle of the rock doesn't really work well with like what you're dealing with, because it's like it's not like a line to surface, like how some of them are, like how some of their games are. I'm happy that there's more items that we can add to this game. Okay, as I was talking about not having enough items, it gives me the same rock 5 times in a row. Who's it's a turn. Yep. You're stuck again. Where are you? Oh, you're not looking like straight down this time. You good, right? Okay. I think you're good. Oh, the trees are clipping through the... Interesting. That would be cool. I do wish the aviaries were a little bit bigger, but I don't know. The scaling in this game it is a bit weird because you are looking at from top down. Yeah, more gates would be nice. I was just talking about themes. Well, not just now, but I was talking about themes earlier. Um, I do hope they add more themes, but I hope that they also make it that the themes get like maps as well, and it's not just scenery packs. I hope they actually add, like, if they have like like the African theme or whatever, they actually add more of the maps based on the region. So like, if they add, what was the other example that I gave? The was it the Montana one that I brought up? How they're making the map in the not the map, the scenery pack in the pre-order. So it looks like they're going to be doing that, but I hope they do actually add the regions as well. To place manual buildings here. That's okay. All right. Now we just need species for this. I want to add something here. I'm forgetting about gates. I need to not forget about gates. A lot of time playing in creative, you kind of forget about gates. Wait. Aviaries technically be pointless since modular pieces will be able to hold them in. I actually don't know. I know with some of the pieces, they have the option that you can enable collision or disable collision. So I have no clue how that would work. Gates for lagoons. Exactly. That's, oh my god. I wish I had that for my Jurassic Park Europe build. Like different lagoons where you can connect them, but like have gates between them. That would be so good. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they. Hopefully, they will have it, but I don't think they'll have it on launch. But that would be really sick. Again, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know what they can have and what they're not gonna have. But I really do hope that they will have that or eventually have that. A lot of this last month has been um me saying eventually or hopefully. Because again, it's like, you don't know unless you play the game and the game's not out for us anyways. I do hope that. I do hope they have more maps where it's like the Malta map or the Mediterranean map with the natural lagoon. Okay, so we have these two areas pretty much done. Or we can put a feeder here and a feeder here. I don't know what we'd be using these feeders for, but I don't think we're going to be putting carnivores in this one at least. We're going to put one in here, but we're not going to put it in here. We're going to put some herbivores in that one. This one obviously is going to be the Mosa. Is this the Jurassic Park one or Jurassic World one? Guess I got my answer here. Do I want to do this here? Or here? If I do it here, you can see it from this one. Let's do it there. Then we also need some fish. Wrong fish feeder. Let's just put them right here. Yeah, that's good. Can't we just build lagoon fences? Can we put the rocks between the fences and separate them? Or between the lagoons and separate it? Like the big ones? I'm assuming... Holy... Wait, yeah. If they don't give it to us where you can put, like, actual, like, dividers between them, we can manually do it ourselves. Well, guys, we are basically, we are basically, what's it called? Hackers in a way. That's actually, yeah, I think that's how that works. Oh, these can't go across each other? I'm assuming that's what it means. So, I mean, got it. So Evolution 3 is really looking to be a good game. Because we're going to probably be able to cheat the system a decent amount of times in this game. Which is nice, because it makes it so much better. I want to get this. I hate the snapping of this. Oh, it's just snapping because it thinks, oh, it thinks I want to put it at this angle. That's disgusting. I don't want to do that. But if you're gonna give me no choice, again, this is me just being picky in this situation. So I'm just going to naturally do this, then do this. Pathways, am I right? I do hope the obstruction thing is not as annoying as it is in the other two games. Because if I want to put a pathway underneath a building, I should be able to put a pathway underneath a building. I'm just saying. Also, that's going to irritate me. You know what? I think we do it like this. Do it like this. We're doing some weird stuff right now. It's gonna work though because we're smart, we're talented, we are creative. And you just gotta give yourself a little bit of... There we go. Yeah. Ah! Didn't like that. Not one bit. Okay, there we go. Boom. Okay. Perfect. Is there? I thought they were doing like a Batman one. I don't know. Actually, because they did what? The first four? They did up until Jurassic World, right? I started that game for my channel and I never finished it. It was mostly because of copyright. I got so many copyright issues on that game. Sucks. I also hope that Evolution 3 doesn't have a lot of copyrighted music in it. Like, Evolution 2 has no copyrighted music unless it's the actual theme. But I hope Evolution 2 doesn't have too much copyright stuff. I should really finish it though. I haven't actually played the entire game. It's on my other Steam account. I could probably buy it again. Um, I really don't want to have to switch between Steam accounts. Don't ask me why I'd have to. I just have to. Oh my god, if they added like an actual multiplayer for it, I'd definitely play it with my friend. He'd definitely be down for it. What's up, Toxic? Making an let's make a Lego park in Evolution 3. Someone suggested to make a park where the dinosaurs watch the humans. And I thought that was the greatest idea. I will probably end up doing that in Evolution 3. It's just I have a lot of stuff that I can be doing. Like I'm saving a lot of the suggestions for Evolution 3 on my channel or on my Discord. Right? Isn't it like a silly idea? It's so good. I'm like, it gave me goat park vibes. Um, where I'd make a park of just the goats, only the goats. True, I'm happy that they added that to the game, the species. Um, one of the first dinosaurs I've actually ever heard about. Back when I was a child. Oh my god, Death Ground is so. Oh god, it was so fun. I want to play it again. We got the hang of the game. Um, but it was so fun. Seeing the little compy just running at us through the vents. I'm over here freaking out. I have a video that I have to upload still because I had to split it into two parts because we played it for like 3 or 4 hours. Oh, I have to fix this because we played it for like 3 or 4 hours the other day, and so um, wait, did you fix yourself? Oh, you fixed yourself. Uh, hello? We played it for like 3 or 4 hours the other day, so I have a lot of footage. Oh, seeing the compy was kind of crazy. I was freaking out. Uh, we will probably either have one more stream, but this is like the last building part of it. Or we might spend a stream decorating, but I mean, we only have 1 week until Evolution comes out, so or 1 week, a little bit over a week. So if we do, it would make sense that we only have one more after this. But I don't know. I don't know if there's a lot we need to decorate though, because we've been decorating as we've been building. So you know, you never know. This might be the end. I never know. This might be the end. This might be. Gotcha. Like this shouldn't be a problem, guys. Like, come on. This really shouldn't be a problem. Like, what's the real obstruction right here? Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of people having issues with that. I can't really give my take on it because bro. Nope, nope. We're not even gonna try that. We're not even gonna. I'm not even gonna try that. That's gonna annoy the hell out of me. I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna be placing down some banners now. Anyways, as I was saying, um, I've been seeing a lot of people talking about that. Now I don't really follow how things actually are supposed to look like. Um, so I'm kind of ignorant in that sense. Um, like I don't know how they're actually supposed to look like, but it does kind of seem interestingly weird that they're keeping the skins and setting them as the defaults for that. I'll actually change this to aviary. Really? I can place this here, but I can't place the stupid bench? You're kidding. I feel like we need more things in the center. I do like how they gave us some um din things, but there's like no like reason for me to use them. Because I'm not making a din park until the actual game comes out because I want those buildings. uh, uh, like the thing with the prefabs, right? It's gonna be so nice because I can actually like make something like this and then just save it, you know? And it's gonna be so much easier to actually do because of that. Here, how about can we do another one of these right there? You can just do this and just save it and then just change the umbrella out. It'll be so cool. Okay. Now, I don't think we can add things right. Oh, wait, I'm forgetting something, guys. Hatchery. We need to build a hatchery, and I'm going to probably say that we have to do it right here where this thing is. What am I gonna do? I have no clue. I can't put the hatchery down right here, guys. Uh-oh. We have an issue. I guess. Hold on. I have to work around this. Okay, I can place this here. We're gonna have to do a lot of work with this terrain right here. Place this here. Honestly, it's not that bad. Not that much of a change. Because we can still change it to this. Let's build a path here. Have this branch out over here. Flatten that out a little bit. You know, different layers. Let's go 2 ways. Then we slope this right here, but we also slope it right here. Okay. So this forest is still going to be here. We're going to fill this in. Yeah, we're going to fill that in with trees. And then we're going to take our facility path and then just have this go up to here. And then let's put this down to make it like known that no, you know. I think we should probably bring these back a bit over here. There you go. Put this down just so we can get the vegetation. We'll place trees down. We have to place trees here as well. Actually, no, we don't have to place trees here. We have to place trees here, right here. This is pretty much already okay the way it is. We have to add the dinosaurs. And then we have to add these guys. Oh, and decorate this. Let's decorate this real quick before we let's do the lagoon last. What am I gonna do after I'm done with the park? Probably do a cinematic on it. And then upload a park tour. I think for the streamed builds, what I'm going to do is after I'm done with the entire build, I'm going to like create separate thumbnails for them. Then not upload them, but like set those thumbnails, put them in the playlist, and then post a cinematic with the park tour as a video. And then be like, if you guys want to watch this, you guys can go check out the playlist, and the playlist is linked, or it just directs you to the video or whatever. Something like that. I'm also working on a website for ESBM Jack. I don't know what the link is going to be, but that'll be out sometime this year, maybe later this year, meaning later. But that website's just going to be like a place where it's just gonna be organized. But yeah. I'll probably just do cinematic and stuff. We're gonna kind of take it easy. Yes, this will be the last big streaming project before Evolution 3. I still have a couple of videos planned for this game. It's just this is going to be the last like streamed one. Next week, I will probably, if I don't do this, if we're actually finishing this up this stream, then we'll make it that the next stream will probably be a different like mix of like Jurassic World Evolution, the first one, and Jurassic World Evolution 2 as kind of like a farewell, because next week it'll be pretty much what, 4 days until Evolution 3 comes out. So it'd be a nice little moment to like revisit the other games. About the other games. First game, I guess, because we'll still be playing the second one. So it would be a nice little revisit, replay that, have our frame rate issues, and then come to this one, and then I don't know, do something. But yeah. Yes, that will be uploaded, or not uploaded. That'll be streamed, I think, next Sunday. Or I don't know if I was gonna start it this Sunday. I didn't add it to my schedule, so I kind of forgot. But if I'm up for a stream tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. But I just kind of decided to take Sundays as a chill type of day. So maybe. I do want to do a Prehistoric Kingdom stream or a video at least. If I don't do a stream tomorrow, I'll probably start working on a video for it to upload before Evolution comes out. So don't worry. I'll probably do the abandoned one like it was suggested. And I want to see if I can do like some like rustic type of like metal. I don't really remember a lot of the theme, like a lot of the building pieces in that game. So if I can do like a metal like mixed with wood, I'm gonna do that. Kind of make it look like the Jurassic World or the Lost World buildings in this one. Make it something look like that. Okay, are we done with buildings? Or trees? No, we have a little bit more to add up here. It's nice because down here it's not supposed to be as vegetated as the top area. So I can just honestly put down this many trees and be like happy with it. Over here though, I need to put more decorations for our tables and chairs. It's kind of far out. We want to do 3 trees. Okay, something like that. I can do that. Possibly. I also have to like actually start planning my Jurassic World build for Evolution, because I'm gonna forget that I have to do that, and then I'm gonna be stuck with realizing that I'm like, oh damn, kind of forgot about that. I think that's a nice little area. Over here, let's do something similar, but let's do it smaller. Here and here. The maps are big in that game, actually. The maps are very big in that game. I do like how this it doesn't like feel like it's too out of place, like the map, because the the square maps in this one and the square maps in like any of the planet games, they feel so out of place in their environment. But the square maps in that one, in Prehistoric Kingdom, they actually feel like they fit in so well. Is that just a me thing? Hey, this is looking kind of good. gonna synthesize some guys. Um, so this is the part of the build where we've added all of the dinosaurs that we needed to. The Mosasaurus is the last one for this region. So what we're going to do is we're gonna add just some random ones. We're just gonna add a lot of random ones. Hopefully that they work. I think what we want to do is see if we can get away with actually let's do that. I want to add 2 of these guys. Okay. And I think here's the thing. I don't want them to eat. I kind of want to add these guys. I really love my turtles. Let me think. Let me convert my time zone because I live Pacific and my streams start at 10 a.m. for me. I usually start my streams at the same time. Although Evolution 3, on the day it comes out, I'll be live at 7 a.m., which is 2 hours, 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours sooner. It's usually the same time. I know. I didn't add it. I messed up. It's okay. We'll pay for them again eventually. Oh, wait. I don't want to automate these guys. Do we want to? Let's automate them. Your minimum population is 2. Let's give them 6. Sure. Manual. Let's do manual because I don't want to release them just yet. Yes. The same time. You like medium and small. Should I just say screw and just add these guys too? I think we should just add these guys too. Want to see what this one looks like. I want to see what that looks like. Minimum population 3. That's out of 5. All right. Cool. Wait for these guys to synthesize. Nice. Now it's time for this. I was supposed to add an Allosaurus to this part, no? Did someone suggest an Allosaurus to this park a while ago? I believe someone did. And I said, if I have space, I'll add it. I think someone did. So let's add an Allosaurus. Weird that that's the only random one. What? No. You're off. Alright. Have a good day. Good night. Have a good night. You know what I just realized? I didn't add the water to this side. Oh, that's gonna piss me off. Is the Allosaurus the one that likes rocks? I think we can go back to using these ones up here. Goats. The goat's just having a hell of a time. Right. And then for this enclosure, let's do our herbivores first. Which herbivores should we have? Kind of want to add the Kentra. You dislike a lot of things. Wow. Okay. I think we're good at this. Yeah. I wanna go for different. I wanna go for the ones that I've actually not really even really looked at, like the skins. That's something I had to do with Evolution 3. I had to look at, well, they actually let you see the skin as you're making the dinosaur, so that's finally. So okay. Something that makes sense. I think we need a sauropod. I don't know how well the sauropod's gonna go in this enclosure because it's so small of an enclosure. Oh wait, we can, yeah, actually. I think they would. I haven't seen the main menu. I haven't actually analyzed the main menu as much as I saw the main menu. I just saw the main menu and was like, wow, that actually looks really cool, and it looks so nice because it looks like the first game. Didn't look at the options, so if they I wonder. Did I give these guys the humble tree? I did. Okay, so you guys are okay with pretty much anything. Um what's your tall leaf nut and or tall leaf and tall nut? Okay. The other ones, the Kentro likes ground fiber. So those are two very opposing things. Shoot. I think we had these guys too. This is Ah, screw it. We're already like mixing a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay. Last one. Let's go with sure, pack of simple source. All right, let's release you. You're not that far. Okay. Ground fiber, tall nut, tall leaf, ground leaf, ground leaf. Okay. So we want to do this. Now, where do we want to put it? Do we want to put this in the background more? I need to slope this a little bit more. And let's put some more here. Okay. I think that should be enough. Now we just need ground fiber. Let's put the ground fiber up here. Back here. See how that looks. Okay. You guys are gonna need a decent amount of ground fiber. I hope that's okay. How are you guys getting along? Nice. You guys are okay. Ooh, I like the red on this one. I actually like that. How about this? Okay. A little bit less of that one. That looks cool. You guys. Oh, damn. This is gonna be an interesting interesting enclosure. See how well they actually work. Probably not good. Probably not good, but okay. Now let's add in all of our things for the lagoon, and then we are pretty much done with this build. So we're gonna do what we did with the last one, where we placed a lot on the edges. We're gonna try to make a part of this enclosure. We're gonna try to make a part of this actually be what do you call it? Kind of barren. Okay, so as they come out of the lagoon hatchery, we want them to kind of go through here. And we want to block off this from going too far. So let's delete these ones right here. So, and then right here, let's make this a little bit more condensed. Okay, we have all of these here. And then this becomes a little bit open more here. And then as we go around this viewing gallery, let's put some trees help out and around. Like so. Okay, this area will be left open. This, on the other hand, we're going to put a whole bunch of different just random kelp sources. And we're going to make them how kelp usually is, where they're in like groups. Okay, and then we want to add lights. We want this light to ease out. This one goes this way. This one goes this way. Same thing with this side. Here, do some lights around here. Okay. Other than that, visibility is not going to be seen anywhere else. So it's time for us to actually go in the water and start putting some decorations up. So let's go ahead and just place a bunch of like rocks and stuff in this area. The camera is kind of messed up down here, but it's okay. We just want to place some rocks. We want to place some kelp. Or not some kelp, some coral. Coral. Okay. We want to place some more kelp right here to kind of hide the wall. All right. Then the viewing gallery over here. Right there. So your view is pretty much, why is this so? Fix this, add some lights behind the kelp. Do we have a smaller, like, yeah, cage? Cage would be good. Add a few more of these just here. Okay. And then let's continue on to the other one. Oh my god, camera. Wait, this was the one I just... Oh. Thought I was working on this one. Okay. Does this go out? Okay, yeah, this does go out to the larger ocean, which we want to just put a whole bunch of rocks in over here. Everything else is going to be in the kelp or in like a reef of some sort. Bring this in. Have the lights point this way. We can put like another cage back here somewhere. And then just do a little bit of kelp, or not kelp, coral. Keep on mixing up the two for some reason. And then we want the cage again. Even add the Indominus skeleton back here. Yeah. Alright, so our lagoon decorations are pretty much done. I did realize that we have a couple of things that we could add on the outside. So I was thinking maybe we could... probably put those out there. I don't really know how I feel about these ones. Put these ones right there on that edge. I don't really like... Plus the kelp goes through this. Here, we can do this here at least. Hold on. Probably we do like that. Let's take off this one and this one and this one. All right, now let's release all of these guys. I want to see how the skin looks. You're giving me the annoying... Oh, okay. Are you the one that is... You are. Okay, you can see the little bit more blue and green in it. Oh, whoa, I don't know if I'll be able to have a second one here. This is a small area for two of them. We need double that. Oh boy. Wait, let's see how it goes with these guys. I don't... What? Oh, okay. I'm like, I'm just spamming the button. I also have to add the rocks. I don't think it's here. I think it's actually in this for some reason. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to have another mosasaur here. Oh god. I don't know what I thought manual meant. Okay. You have to release them one at a time. Okay. It's okay. We go back and forth between the two. We just want to add these guys and see how the Mosasaur does with them. And I don't think we can release the second Mosasaur because there's not a lot of space in this area. Nope, I didn't mean to pause it. Okay, let's finish this and take a look at how the entire thing. I think this is the last one for both of them. Okay, cool. You too? Nice. Alright, let's see how this enclosure looks. You guys are panicking. You guys need more fish? Oh, because the fish is right there. Okay. You guys are okay. You guys are okay. But you guys all have your rocks, which is good. You guys have your rocks and you guys can get on them. Let's take the little submarine out there. Oh, wow. I didn't actually know that they had like luck skins for this. Look at them. That's sick. That is sick, guys. But yeah, this was a very nice build to actually do. I think this is the last one. We have to take a look at how you guys are doing. Not good. You guys don't have any diseases. But yeah. Anyways, guys, this was Jurassic World Belgium. Oh, we still have a little area right here. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. I don't know what I would do here. This was just supposed to be a little entrance. I have no reason for this. But yeah. Anyways, this was Jurassic World Belgium. We had a lot of time doing this. From the turtle all the way to the lagoons. It was really nice. Oh wait, we have one more enclosure. Wait, hold on. Let's find a dinosaur for this. We're gonna make it a carnivore because more carnivores equal more money. So let's do carnivore and let's put the Giganotosaurus. Yeah, let's do easy. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was a fun one to build. My last two ones have been fun to do. From Jurassic Park Europe and this one, Jurassic World Belgium. We are pretty much done. So next week, I think we're going to be doing a Prehistoric Kingdom stream then. But yeah. Anyways, let's get this guy over here and you will be done. Oh, damn. Look at all of them up there. Let's take a look at this. But yeah, I'll be doing a park tour of this one and a cinematic of this one probably on Tuesday. This will be my Tuesday video, and then I'll have the playlist ready to watch all these streams. But yeah, anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. It was fun. We got a decent amount done, and we spent a lot more time than we usually do on this. I actually used the monorail and it turned out okay. It wasn't that terrible of a time with it. I usually hate doing the monorails, but you know, we're good here. But yeah, this is Jurassic World Belgium, guys. We have our Spinosaurus enclosure, we have our gyrospheres, we have our main street. But yeah. Anyways, guys, I will see you guys on Monday. I'll see if I'll be playing Jurassic World or if I'll be playing Subnautica. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys did, please leave a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.